Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you would like to see me apply a full face of new to me makeup, share my thoughts, do a wear test and some check-ins and sum up my feelings about the makeup at the end of the day, then just keep watching. I am going to begin with the Touch in Sol No Poreblem priming eraser. I love a good pun. And this is like a solid stick primer. It also comes with a spongy end. I'm really excited to try this one because I tend to use a silicone primer all over the face to cover my wrinkles, whereas if this can help me just spot prime, if you like, hopefully I'll have a smoother, more natural looking result on my face. This is available from kbeauty.co.uk, k-beauty.co.uk. It's on sale for £7 and it only has a 2.5-star rating on the website. However, I'm going to try it anyway. So this claims to be a focused floor covering pen for on-the-go touch-ups, a primer in a stick format that blurs the look of pores, wrinkles while enhancing the wear of makeup. Perfect solutions for pores, oiliness, fine lines and wrinkles. I have all of the above. Makes skin look brighter and gives a complexion a soft touch finish. The result, a natural oil and pore free glow that you will love. We will see about that. So apply the primer to problem areas or smudged makeup. Interesting. Seems like you can use it for touch-ups. Use the cushion to blend in for a flawless look. Perfect for glam gals on the go who want to keep their makeup looking fresh through anything the day throws at them. So me. So it says it's suitable for all skin types. It minimises the appearance of pores and imperfections, lines and wrinkles, smooths, mattifies, breathable, non-creasing, all skin tones, long wearing, shade coverage, non-comedogenic. Okay, so the final stage of basic skincare, apply the appropriate amount lightly on the spot where pores or wrinkles are standing out. Then spread the primer to a day evenly without smudging with a cushion, and you can touch this up through the day. It has 1 5-star review and then 2 1-star reviews, so I won't read them, I won't let them taint my opinion. So this is at the moment on sale for £7 for 1 gram. The usual price is £11 and I am just going to go for it. So this is what it looks like. So I am just going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm not going to use this all over my face. I'm just, wow, it's very blurring, very silicone-y, everything I like in a primer. I'm literally trying to use it like it says as an eraser. Oh, I'm using my finger. I'll use the sponge as directed to give it the best chance of working. For some reason, I always like to use fingers when I'm applying my base initially. But I'll do what they say. I'll use a sponge. Do a little bit around the eyes and on my nose where my pores are the most obvious. Oh no, be careful with this that you get the right lid on the right side, because I've just crushed it by trying to put the wrong lid on, which is a shame since there's only 1 gram of product. So watch out for that. It's a double-ended product, but you need to use the lid meant for each side. I want to cry, but I won't because I'm so early in my makeup application. It does seem to be doing a good job blurring those pores. It is clear, so I can't really remember where I've put it. I am just going to do a final little press in with my finger. Okay, so it feels very velvety and smooth, but the test is not really going to be until I get the foundation on top of it. And of course, because I've only spot primed, maybe my makeup is not going to wear evenly, but I'll do check-ins so we can see. Cover FX custom cover drops. Now this has been out for a while and I've always been interested. So what it does You mix it with your existing kind of moisturisers or primers, and you choose how much coverage you get. So that obviously the more drops, the more coverage. It's a very cute little frosted glass bottle. Love me some frosted glass. And because I don't have a new concealer to try today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this with less drops as kind of a medium base, and then I'm going to try and use more drops to make a higher coverage solution to kind of pat onto my more problem areas. So you mix this with your existing products. So a moisturiser that I already really like the finish of is the Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. I have done a focus on this range from Henriksen, which I will link below, where I use products from the Truth range. This is 7.5 mils. So I'm going to just drop, I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand into that gel moisturiser, and I'm getting this kind of moussey looking result. I'm just going to slap it on and see what happens. Ooh, oh my gosh, I think I like it. This is really cool because, of course, if you have a moisturising or priming or even a serum product, I think, that you already like the texture of, you can give it coverage. Now this, I don't think I mixed it well enough because it's looking lighter in some parts, so I will say give this a really good mix before applying to your face. I think that shade is a touch too light. I think it's the lightest shade that I got. Oh well, I've got a bronzer to try next. It's not too bad, and that coverage is kind of like, I think I got quite a shade to medium coverage from 3 drops. It's looking kind of fresh and natural. It's got the quality from the gel moisturiser that I liked. I am now going to mix up a kind of higher strength version to go on my problem areas. So I'll just take a tiny bit of the gel, again put that on the back of my hand, and then I'll maybe do 4 drops of this to make a kind of full coverage concealer, if you like. I feel like a mad scientist. So it doesn't say that you can use this neat. Wow, that's much fuller coverage. I actually think I'm going to do some of this under my eyes as well, and along my jawline where I've got some acne scarring. So I think I'm going to bounce this in with the sponge again. I really like the concept of this product a lot. Have you tried this? Let me know in the comments if you have, and have you ever used it neat? I want to know. So yeah, I've again just popped a bit of that higher coverage on where I had a blemish mark. This is nice. I don't want to waste any, so I'll just kind of put the excess all over. Why not? My skin's looking pretty porcelainy and doll-like. Wow. My skin looks natural, and like I say, it's got that glow, which is my chosen property of the moisturiser. You could use this with so many different products to get so many different finishes. This looks kind of light and fresh. I think I'm seeing a little bit of pilling. I don't know whether that's from the primer or from the base that I whipped up. Now let's have a look, see how it's sitting over that primer. Now I can obviously still see my wrinkles, and it's actually looking a bit dry around the nose. So I'm either not sure about the primer or that primer and base combo. I'm tempted to build this up again. Do you know what? I'm just going to try it out neat because you guys want to know, don't you, if it works. So I'm just going to drop. I'm going to do the Instagram drop on areas where I want more coverage. This could be where it all goes horribly wrong, but I'm here to inform you. It actually seems to be blending on okay neat, which is not indicated in the instructions, I don't think. Because that, I guess, is just pure pigment that I've now just put on my face. I'd like to experiment with this product further and use it in different types of base products to see what kind of different effects you can get. This would pop really easily into your handbag. It'd be really good for traveling, because if you were taking a moisturiser and then didn't want to take a full bottle of foundation, you could just pop that in. So very versatile. I must say this isn't the best my skin has ever looked, but like I said, you'll be able to experiment mixing this with your moisturisers and the like until you find the perfect combo for you. So I'm not perfectly flawless, but I'm not going to try and build it up anymore because I just have this feeling that it could go wrong. I'm looking pretty fresh. My skin still looks like skin. That shade P Light 1 did kind of end up working for me, which is nice. It's looking a bit dry and patchy where I put down that primer, so I wouldn't recommend those two products as a combo. It's a pretty good match for my neck. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave that base there because I can see that it's on the cusp of caking. I put that directly underneath my eyes and I still kind of want more. So this is currently £20.80 on Feel Unique. This actually has a 5-star rating. Oh, this has 20% off at the moment though, so the usual price is £26 for 7.5 millilitres. This is described as pure pigment that weightlessly blends with your favourite beauty products to adjust your shade and tint your favourite moisturiser to create your perfect foundation. Really, really cool idea. I would agree that it is weightless. I even dropped it onto my forehead directly and it's still not full coverage, so I don't agree with the full coverage claim, but you can get a decent amount of coverage from this. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. I will see how it wears. Okay, so I'm going to continue with my complexion and I am going to use one of these Sculpted beauty blocks in the shade Light. It contains a cream highlight, bronzer, powder highlight and a blush shade. So it contains a medium matte bronzer, cream highlight, rose gold glow highlight and a peony pink blush. This does come in light, medium and deep shades. Fab if you are traveling because you've got a lot of products in one sleek case. So this is currently £30 on boots.com. I love the aesthetic, I love the idea, but do I love the product? Let's find out. So I am going to just sweep into that bronzer shade. I guess the only issue of these is if you've got a big brush like me, it's kind of harder to pinpoint the actual shade you want. Okay, it seems like quite a subtle buildable bronzer, which is never a bad thing. It's not going on super smooth over that base. So again, because it's first impressions, I don't know whether to blame the base or the bronzer, or both. Okay, so that built up really quick. I'm on the verge of looking too bronzed, and it's going really patchy on my forehead. Again, it's not as patchy on the rest of my face, and to be fair, I did use that custom cover drops neat on my forehead, which I don't think I was supposed to. I'm going to take a brush that has no product on it and just try and buff that in and save my bacon. So I have got light skin, and I would say the bronzer in there is on the cusp of being too deep for me. So build slowly and use a light hand. I'm going to again buff over with my damp beauty sponge to try and melt this in to the skin. Gosh. I'm going to hang fire a bit on my judgment with that bronzer because I'm using all these new products together, but I think, yeah, I've kind of managed to blend that in. So I'm just going to take that same brush I used to help with cohesion, and I'm going to dip into this Peony Pink blush. I will say it looks more of a peach blush to me. Yeah. Oh, the blush has a sheen. So if you like a matte blush, this is not for you. Again, very, very pigmented. This is giving me like golden goddess vibes. It's making me look like I've been abroad and caught sun. I'm noticing the pores on my nose. This may be why that primer got a 1 star. It's going on smoother on my cheeks, but something about this combination of products is looking a little rough to me. So again, I'll melt that in. I'm looking a bit crazy. I'm just hoping it's all gonna somehow come together when I'm wearing all my makeup. Please cross everything for me. Okay. The blush looks to be sitting funny on my skin again. Wouldn't like to blame the blush since it's a first impressions. I'm seeing a lot of texture on my forehead. Again, I don't know whether that's the primer, the foundation, the bronzer, or all of the above. So now I'm kind of scared, but I am going to dip into this cream highlight. Okay, so using your fingertip, tap on the top of the cheekbone, center of the nose. I'm worried this could go horribly wrong. Oh, not really showing up at all. This is like one of those more glossy highlights. Not much pigment. Okay, so the cream highlighter is very subtle. If you like a natural highlight, you might like this. I, however, like a bit more pop, but it does contain a powder highlight as well. I've just noticed creasing under my eyes. Again, I did put that Cover FX product on neat though. Oh, I'm looking very crepey, everyone. I'm not liking the way my makeup is sitting today. I will continue nevertheless. So this highlight shade, this powder highlight, doesn't particularly look like it would work as a highlighter on my light skin tone. And again, it's weird because I keep checking, is this a light palette? But it is. So I've put a tiny amount on the brush. Does that look like a light highlighter to you? I'm not sure about this. I'm even checking that I've got the right highlight, and it does claim to be a rose gold highlight. Oh yeah, actually. Not as bad as I was expecting. But I'm not going to build that up too much. What do you think? No, that's marbling-y. That's what I'm talking about. It also says that this highlighter also multitasks as an eyeshadow. So I'm going to use it as kind of like a one and done eyeshadow. I'm just going to tap it on with my finger since it's got that shimmer to it. Oh, tap in that crease in on my eyelids. Oh yeah, that's quite pretty. So again, you can get a lot of cohesion in your look. With this palette, it is quite versatile, and again, good if you were wanting to pack kind of a capsule beauty wardrobe. I like to do a one and done shadow look some days. That's looking pretty on the lids. My complexion is looking rough though, close up. I'm not sure if you can see on camera. And obviously, I don't know what to blame because it's a first impressions. Oh. So the info for this says, define and sculpt like a true natural using our 4-in-1 face palette, universal product, 3 shades from light to deep to enhance any skin tone, everything you need to define, add dimension and accentuate your features for a natural looking radiant finish. It does have a mirror as well, which is really handy. These are multi-purpose and buildable, can be used for a natural or dramatic look depending on the desired effects. Claims to be long wearing, highly pigmented and super creamy. There are no reviews for this at the moment on the website. I love the concept. It's giving me a nice ethereal glow. Like I said, I'm just seeing a lot of texture and I'm just not sure whose fault that is. I'll just make sure I don't have a milk bottle neck. I'll reserve judgment and see how it wears. I'll have to play with that a bit more with a few more products before I know if I like it or not. But a really neat idea and quite good value for £30, I suppose, since you get a bronzer, a blush and 2 highlights. And it's a beautiful case, pretty colours. So I just have a mini of the Lord & Berry Glam shade and line pencil in 231 Antique Bronze. I like to go with a liner other than black for a daytime, so I thought this brownie colour would go nicely with that eyeshadow. Taking a bit of building to get it into my waterline. It is going in though. I usually like only putting liner in my waterline. That has given me a bit of an instant glam, but for testing purposes, I'll see how it goes under there. Yeah, it's going on much easier under that waterline. A bit more dramatic than I would have probably wanted for day, but I am testing this pencil to its limits for you. I think I showed go on top to even it out. It's quite a smooth pencil. Not experiencing much dragging. I like kind of the glam vibe to this, the bit of shine. I feel like it complements what I've already got on my lid quite nicely. Kind of want to smudge that in. And because it says shade and line, I'm not sure if this is an actual eyeshadow pencil as well, so I'll have a little Google. It's £10 for the full size from the Lord & Berry website. Comes in 3 shades, comes in like a gold shade called Door, Argento, which looks like a grey shade. Line Shade Glam Eye Pencil is formulated with a rich blend of vibrant pigments for a stunning metallic colour payoff. Smooth texture upon application, perfect for creating a glimmer eye look. Line and shade. I assume it's kind of eyeshadow texture as well. I want to kind of smudge it and blend it in along that top line, which it's doing really nicely. Just blending it in with my finger, softening that line to get it kind of to gradate into that other shadow. I don't really use eyeliner that much, so I've just had a go to show it to you guys. I like what I see in terms of blendability. Doesn't say how many grams you get, but I assume it's just a standard pencil size. I'll see how it wears throughout the day to see if it moves or anything, but so far I really like it. I actually don't have a new powder to try, which is okay because I'm already looking quite powdery, to be honest, quite textured, but I'm hoping the next product will help remedy that slightly. It is the MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance. So again, Fix Plus is not claiming to improve the wear of the makeup. This one is a hydrating spray. It contains vitamin C and it will provide all-day hydration, nourish the skin, improve radiance. You can use this before or after makeup and throughout the day to kind of refresh. I'm hoping this is going to save my bacon. It usually costs £24 for 100 millilitres, but I managed to find this from Boots on £10 Tuesday. So I bought 2, so hopefully it's good. Apparently you do need to shake this one a lot. I hope it's got a good mister, and I'm going to spray this liberally and hope for the best. Oh, not my favourite mister. I am kind of seeing droplets on the skin. I am liking the radiant effect that it's giving me. I don't love the mister, however, which is a shame. Oh, I am looking very dewy now, but still looking quite crusty on the chin. Okay, I think that's breaking up my makeup. Maybe I didn't just spray it from far enough away. Gosh. It is not going well today. And I actually do have to go out, which is annoying when my makeup looks like this. I'm going to try and touch up my chin by just putting a little drop of this on my beauty sponge and try and blend that over top. Okay, so for that MAC spray, I would say nice product, but maybe use as a hydrating spray it before your makeup, let it absorb for a while before putting product on top, because I'm not sure if it was just the force of that mister or whether there's something in the makeup that's breaking up the product. Let's see what other people think. It's only got 3.5 stars, so maybe it's not the best. So, nourishing skin mist, imparts all-day hydration, boost of radiance, hyaluronic acid, essential oils, and vitamin C. Maybe it was the oil that was breaking up my makeup. Moisture Shield technology, locks in lightweight moisture. Says it can be used over or under makeup. Claims to increase hydration by 196%, improves hydration at 8 hours by 131%, improves luminosity by 68%. It's got that vitamin C in it. I'm just going to look at some of the reviews. So someone says it's amazing. Someone says it irritates the skin. Someone says it's magic in a bottle. Someone doesn't like the mister. Yeah, people are saying it comes out blotchy and disturbs their makeup and has a bad nozzle. Okay, so I would advise, if you really want to try this, be aware you might have to decant this into a bottle with a better mister. For my brows, I'm going to give this Milk Makeup Gel Brow Pencil a go in the shade Pale Ale. Hopefully that's going to match my brows. It looks super subtle, almost kind of a grey colour. Okay, let's just go for it. What more could go wrong today? Okay, so this is quite a soft pencil. The colour seems to be okay. It's just giving my kind of mid brown brows a bit more definition. Feels nice and soft. Easy to use. You wouldn't be able to draw on super specific hair-like strokes if that's your vibe, because it's just such a soft pencil. I like how it's got a spoolie. Ooh. Okay, that's my kind of brow product. Easy to use, not too precise, just giving that bit of definition. Okay, so it claims to be a matte gel pencil. Yeah, it claims to be natural, long wearing and waterproof. It's got a lot of good ratings. A lot of people are calling it their holy grail. So it's available from the Milk website. If you're in the UK, you can get this from londonlovesbeauty.com for £23, because I don't believe that Milk are shipping to the UK directly at the moment. I'll leave the link where you can purchase it in the description. First impressions, I like it. So I'm finally going to try the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I'm a massive fan of their lash power. So this is similar. This is also a tubing mascara from Clinique. I have this in the shade 01 Black. I would have liked to try a brown mascara out for a natural look today, but actually this is giving, wow, this is giving me some length. But I could, yeah, get a really natural fluttery lash from this. I am happy knowing at least one element of my makeup is going to work out right, because this is a tubing mascara, so I know it's not going to smudge. That is just one coat. I would like to leave it there, but do you know what? I'll build up for you guys to show you how it builds. I'll try out 2 coats, but yeah, 1 coat is lovely for a natural look. It's giving me feathery length, not too much volume, as is typical for a tubing mascara. I love it. I thought I was going to love it. I'm finally not whinging. I'm going to go for the second coat, see how it builds. Let's get in a little bit clumpy on that second coat. I know some people like that clumpy 60s look. I'm not one of them, so stick to one coat with this if you want a natural lash look. Wow, big lashes. This mascara is £21 for 7ml, the full size. It's got 4.5 stars. Claims to add volume and length, not sure about that. The brush is specially developed to work with the formula. People seem to like this one, I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm just ignoring my chalky, crusty looking complexion, and I'm going to put some lip gloss on and hope that makes everything better. So I'm super excited to try the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss. This is the shade New Romantic, and I'm assuming this is going to make my lips look extra juicy because it's got that oil infused inside. Gosh, the makeup's looking really crusty around my lips. I might need to exfoliate, but still it's breaking up around my nose. I'm heartbroken, to be honest. Okay, so it's a pretty lip gloss. I was just upset with the crustiness that was happening around my mouth. Really nice natural colour for daytime, for spring. This lip gloss is £19 for 6 millilitres. So it claims to be a non-sticky, I would agree, moisturising lip gloss infused with a shea nutrient blend of rich botanical oils in 12 shea shades. It contains hyaluronic acid and coffee seed oil. Not sure what that's going to do for me. Claims to feel comfortable, which it does. I'm shocked by how dry and cakey my complexion looks. I'm not sure if you can see on camera. I don't really want to leave the house like this, so in a desperate attempt, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and spray some of this directly onto the sponge rather than my face and just see if I can touch up. This might be the worst idea in history. So I've just dampened the sponge with that product, and I just want to get some dewiness back into the skin. I honestly do think that made it worse. I think there's something in the formula that is trying to eat my makeup. So I cannot recommend this. It might just be good for skincare and skincare alone, since it's got that vitamin C and those hydrating ingredients in. I might have to use it as part of my skincare routine at night rather than part of my makeup routine. Okay, so there's the finished look. As you know, I'm not happy. What do you guys think? I'm going to wear this makeup all day for you. See if I notice anything else that I need to update you on. See if there's any bad news, any more good news, and I'll come back and do some check-ins. So I'll see you in a little while. I have now been wearing this makeup for over 4 hours. It is time to check in, and it is not a pretty picture. So the whole base is a mess, so I'm not going to blame the primer or the beauty blocks because it's everywhere. So it's either the combination of these two, either these Cover FX custom cover drops just didn't work well with the gel moisturiser, or it's because I used these neat on certain areas of my face, which it didn't say to do that in the instructions, to be fair, so it's probably my fault. I'm going to experiment using these with more traditional type of moisturiser and maybe not neat, because I've got crusting up under my eyes, in my lines, it's patchy, it's cakey, I can see wrinkles I didn't know I had. It's an absolute mess. So yeah, I'm going to kind of hold out before I slag these off, because I love the concept and I didn't use them maybe exactly as I should have. So I'm going to experiment with these more, and I will update you in the description with my experience. So other than that, I'm not loving the primer, to be totally honest. I might have had a slight wrinkle fill, but nothing like the box told me I was going to get, like a face tuned perfection. Not having that at all. And the foundation has gone into my pores, which is what I was hoping to avoid with this. So I can see why this had some pore ratings. Had high hopes for this, but not working out for me. Okay, so the beauty blocks. That bronzer that went on pretty intense has almost faded to nothing. I can still see some of the blush. It is patchy, but again, not going to blame the blush. The highlight's still there a little bit. It has creased a lot where I used it also as a shadow, so I wouldn't recommend as a shadow. So far this is just okay for me. The mascara hasn't moved. The brow pencil hasn't moved. This Lord & Berry pencil, unfortunately, the line and shade pencil has faded, and I've got a little bit of it that's kind of moved around underneath my eye. I think it's that rather than the mascara. Yeah, it looks the same colour and it has transferred. So this is the culprit. The Bobbi Brown was a nice looking lip gloss, but it had faded within almost minutes. It doesn't claim to be long wearing. It looks nice, but this crushed oil infused gloss, you will have to reapply frequently if you pick this up. We know how I felt about this. I think it further ruined my makeup. I've got this weird crustiness around my mouth. It's not looking good at this stage. However, because I'm dedicated, I will continue to wear this makeup throughout the rest of the day, and I'll be back in a little while for my last check-in and final thoughts. I have now been wearing this makeup for 8 hours, so I'm here to share with you my thoughts on this makeup after a long day's wear. It's 8:30, I'm on my second glass of rosé. The only thing I've topped up is the Bobbi Brown lip gloss. I'm just wanting to see if it transferred onto glasses, guys. It's scientific. And it does transfer. What were we expecting? It's a lip gloss, so you will have to reapply that frequently if you are eating or drinking. It's not particularly long lasting, but it's a nice gloss. So the complexion has just continued to get worse. I look about 10 years older than I am. It's enhancing every line, every bit of dryness. It started to patch, my pores look massive. It's just horrific. I did narrow it down to the combination of the Cover FX drops and the Henriksen moisturiser. Like I said, this was a gel type moisturiser, so maybe they just didn't marry well. But because I've got the patchiness all over my face, I'm putting it down to this. But I also used it neat, which wasn't in the instructions. I'm going to experiment with this much more and let you know my thoughts in the comments. I really wanted to love this, but I'm very meh. My thoughts on this were that I love the concept, love the packaging. It's just okay for me at this point. I will continue to use this to give it a fair chance on some base products that I know and love. However, I can barely see any of the bronzer, not much of the blush. There's just a little bit of the highlight, but the highlight that said it was meant to double as an eyeshadow has really faded. So this is so for me. The eyeliner, I've already said I didn't like. It faded massively. The two things that I did like today were the Milk Makeup brow gel pencil in the shade Pale Ale. I really like this. And as predicted, I really liked the Clinique High Impact Mascara. Hasn't moved an inch, neither of my brows. These are the two big winners. And the only product left to talk about is this. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of an experiment now it's the end of the day and test my theory that this was ruining my makeup. I didn't know whether it was the heavy mister or something in this, so I'm going to try and do a light mist and see if it disrupts my makeup further. It smells nice. This must look really weird. I'm just trying to mist it up in the air and catch it. Yeah. Instantly, I'm not sure if you can see, I think something in this, I really do think it's breaking down my makeup. It does say it contains essential oils. Yes. I just put a drop lightly on my skin. This is breaking down my makeup. I wouldn't really recommend this for use before or after the makeup because I think it's going to disrupt it. Luckily, I can use this as skincare because it's got hyaluronic acid, vitamin C. I'm going to have to use this just as a mist. Have you guys tried any of these products? If so, I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. But other than that, I will bid you good night. I'm going to take my wine and get into a nice bath. Thank you for being with me today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.